This is our community, a community I grew up in, a community where I'm building my business and my life, and a community I'm fighting to make better for future generations each and every day as a legislator, entrepreneur, and community leader. My background as a journalist at Thornton Academy, in college, at WPXT, WPME, Fox 23, and area newspapers really laid the foundation for my leadership style in holding leaders accountable, promoting transparency, and letting facts lead the way, not political talking points or pressure. As soon as I arrived at the State House, my first task was to channel the energy and excitement of electing the youngest legislator in the entire country and bridging the political divide between Democrats and Republicans through the creation of the Legislative Youth Caucus. Even in a seemingly endless stream of partisan back and forth, our bipartisan group was able to put forward significant reforms around areas of agreement, like my bill to enable teachers to grade community service projects as a high school graduation standard, and a bill to infuse financial literacy into the current curriculum. When the opposition tried to roll back the clock on child labor laws, women's health care choices, continuing tax breaks on the top 1%, and even going as far to try to pass legislation to allow public displays of discrimination against people like me completely legal, I was there to help speak out and say enough is enough. As a member of the State and Local Government Committee, I led an effort to go line by line through the 700-page plus budget, which I actually read, to find out what's working and what's not working, to try to prioritize spending. I even put in a bill to cut my own legislative pay to avoid cuts to essential services and unnecessary tax increases. But this election isn't just a referendum about what I've done for the past 2 years, but about what we need in the next 2 years as well. Raising the minimum wage to a livable wage isn't just a political position for me. It's a personal necessity. Funding education to 55% level, as mandated by voters, is about providing our kids with the tools and resources they need to be successful in the real world. Incentivizing new job creation through targeted tax breaks and reining in corporate tax loopholes will spur economic growth. Those at the very top should pay the same rate in their taxes as you and me. We should also be expanding the Opportunity Maine program to help deal with the rising cost of college so that every child has the opportunity to climb the ladder of success. As someone who was raised by a single mother on food stamps, it angers me that anyone would seek to defraud our welfare system, which is why we need to pass reasonable restrictions on what you can purchase with TANF funds. While at the same time, let's end the unnecessary attack on the poor and pass an expansion of health care to nearly 70,000 Mainers, including our veterans, to help drive down costs for you and to ensure our hospitals don't accumulate more debt that we end up having to pay off. In order to tackle the long-term systemic problems facing our state, we must pass significant PAC and campaign finance reform to get money out of politics through political action committees and close the loophole in the clean election system. One thing I learned growing up in a Rotarian family, and from my father who was a doctor before he passed away from complications due to diabetes, is that helping people, helping your community, caring about others doesn't just help the world around you, but adds value to your life. Which is why I created my nonprofit organization, the Saco Bay Center for Civic Engagement, trying to commit people to a lifelong commitment of active citizenship and social responsibility through volunteerism. That's why I helped save the Saco Drive-In when a small business owner came to me for help, rallying the public around the cultural and historic gem that is the Saco Drive-In. And that's why I'm running for re-election, for you, for us. Putting our community first is something we can all agree on, regardless of party. This election isn't about me. It's about the kind of leadership style you want and the kind of leader we need to move our state forward. I'm asking for your vote to continue the fight of reforming state government to work better for us, redefining community leadership, and strengthening a long-term commitment to make Maine's future bright. I'm Justin Chenette. See you at the polls.